Hi, my name is David Evans, and I'm with Insight Global. We're a staffing firm with 58 offices across the US and Canada. And today, a few of my colleagues and I will be discussing how to transition from college to the real world, basically going from a student to a business professional. So first things first, I know it is very exciting accepting a job offer and being given a salary for the first time, but there's a lot to think about. So make sure that you're sitting down and budgeting before making any big expenditures. Things like what's going to be taken out of your paycheck, state, federal income tax, Social Security. Also, what are your savings goals? Is it something as simple as contributing 10% to a 401k? Or maybe it's something as complex as planning for future family and kids. Whatever your goals are, whatever your budget is, make sure that you have a plan for your money before you receive your first paycheck.
Other things to consider before making any big purchases, before starting your career, is when you're going to be getting paid. Is it week to week? Is it once a month? This is really going to allow you to understand the type of lifestyle that you're going to need to adjust to live within your means. Be sure to factor in things like monthly rent, how much you're spending on weekly groceries, even the cost of commuting to work every day.
Another way to be smart about your money is to consistently set aside a portion of your paycheck straight into your savings account. Get started with this habit right away. You can set up an automatic withdrawal, something as small as $25 a week to be directly deposited into your savings account. Another quick trick is to have your bank round up every single purchase to the nearest dollar and take that difference and add it straight into your savings account. Every penny counts and will add up for you quickly. Also, investing the right way can only benefit you. Compound interest is the interest you earn on the interest. So the earlier you start will help you take advantage of your youth and maximize your savings. You can get started by looking at investment apps such as Betterment, Acorn, or Stash.
Get yourself into a routine before you start. We recommend that 2 weeks before your first day, you start to set a reasonable bedtime for yourself and you begin to wake up early. Most people need at least 8 hours of sleep to feel refreshed and focused to perform at their highest level.
Buy new professional work attire. But before you go out and buy anything too flashy, make sure that you've reviewed your company's dress code policy. Tips for the men would be to learn how to tie a great tie. I know we would suggest the full Windsor knot. There are so many videos on YouTube that'll show you how it's done. Ask a brother, ask a friend. And then tips for the ladies would be to break in your work shoes ahead of time. There is nothing worse than being in the office in uncomfortable shoes all day. Break in your heels, break in your flats. I promise you will thank me later.
Before your first day, you'll want to practice your commute. The last thing you want to have to worry about on your first day is being late or getting stuck in traffic. And just take into consideration that traffic at 7 a.m. on a Monday is very much different than the afternoon, as well as finding a parking spot.
I'm a big fan of the saying, run your day or your day will run you. You are going to have so much coming at you so quickly that you've got to keep an ongoing to-do list. Make sure that you're adding things as they come up so you don't forget, but also cross them off when you complete them. It feels good when you get to do that too. Give 100% of your effort and focus all throughout the day, and then when it's time to leave, shut it down, go home and rest. That'll keep you from getting burnt out and make sure that you come prepared and fully energized the next day.
If you spend your night checking your email or maybe dwelling on that hard conversation you might have had to have that day, it's really difficult to come back feeling refreshed and ready to go in the morning. The same thing goes for your paid time off. Make sure you're delegating tasks that need to be completed when you're away, set your email to out of office, and really take that time to enjoy your PTO in a work-free and relaxation mode.
Outside of work, it's important that you continue to prioritize your hobbies. Now, you may have less time for those hobbies than you did in college to do things such as working out, hanging out with friends, or going to work out. But if those things make you happy, it's important that you continue to make time for them once you start your career. A great way to do that is to maximize your weekends. Instead of letting another weekend fly by, be intentional about making time to grab brunch with your friends, visiting your family, staying active, or going to run errands.
Sunday is an important day to prioritize your upcoming week. Go grocery shopping and meal prep by planning out your weekday lunches to save money when you start. It is also important to plan out what you want to get accomplished that week by setting personal and professional goals. For example, if you have a happy hour Tuesday afternoon, work out Tuesday morning instead. You want to be in tune with what is important for you to get accomplished that week.
I wish I had known before starting my career was to simply embrace the fear of the unknown. Specifically at Insight Global, no one comes into this company with previous staffing experience. So no matter what company or what industry you start with, it's okay to feel like a beginner again. Make sure you're asking questions, taking very detailed notes, and really leaning on your coworkers. We were all in your shoes at one point, and we are all more than willing to lend a helping hand.
I would also recommend networking as much as possible. Take up the opportunities to join your coworkers at lunches, happy hours, workout classes, whatever you can do to get to know them more personally. Speaking of happy hour, when you are out with coworkers, don't feel like you need to talk about work the whole time, or else it's just going to feel like an extension of your day. You want to invest this time in meaningful conversations that are actually going to allow you to get to know your coworkers better. Just relax and have fun.
Start by building good habits day one. If you can train yourself early on to respond in a timely manner, stay organized, arrive early, and go above and beyond in all that you do, this will allow you to keep the momentum going in your career and build on it. Congratulations accepting your first job and moving into the professional world. You're going to do great.